Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited about this. I've already flagged this up on Instagram. Look, Hollywood royalty is in the house.
Oh my God.
This
Beauty
is
royalty is in the house.
Beauty royalty, iconic actress, activist, and we're about to find out incredible beauty entrepreneur, Drew Barrymore.
Thank you. What an introduction. Thank you. To the woman who needs none. Thank you.
I put some of your products up on Instagram and I said, guess who I'm interviewing? And everybody was so excited because in the UK, we've been so desperate to get hold of flower beauty for so long.
I'm so glad.
I've been buying it in the States for a while since a friend of mine introduced me to it. But why the UK? Why now? Why are we finally lucky? Because it's been 6 years.
You know, I've wanted to come here for quite a while, and we spoke to a few vendors, and it was just never the right time in the way that, you know, timing is everything, and slow and steady wins the race. And sometimes also when you're trying to build a brand in your own home country, it takes 6-7 years to build it on its own, and then you can start sort of rolling it out elsewhere. And it's so hard. You need someone to want you in their store. Thank you, Superdrug. And you need to feel it's the right fit. Thank you, Superdrug. And also you have to make sure that you have the orders right and the stock, and can you show them the whole line? What do they want from it? How many doors do you go in? And a lot of beauty companies, at least in my category, my size, sometimes they want to do a very small program, and you can actually lose money trying to do that. But with Superdrug, I said, let's start small, let's roll it out. They did a really thoughtful curation. And sometimes you just go, I'm so ready, I want to take the risk, maybe we can grow, and you have to start somewhere. And
Somebody
I just thought they were the right partner.
They are absolutely the right partner. Somebody has already asked me how many stores you're in. Do we even know the answer to this yet?
50.
Look, there's a man, a very handsome man over there, she said 50. That's across the entire United Kingdom, because I know you're going to ask. But what I will do, I promise, is I will put the link below and we will have the store located down so you can find your nearest Superdrug. Okay? I'm going to say that up front because you're already asking me, and all I did was put one story up, so they're desperate for you.
And it's interesting, you know, we're in 1,500 doors or so in Walmart in America. We're now in 500
That's where I've been buying it.
plus stores in Ulta Beauty, and then someone goes, you could be at 50 doors. And it's sort of, it's a much smaller scale, and you really can lose money doing something like that. But we just felt it was the right time and the right partner, and we hope to make it a success so we can grow, you know, within their doors.
I can predict it's going to be a huge success. And let's just accept the fact that we are the 51st state of America. It's fine. I'm happy with that. If you're happy with that, it's fine. Tell me, off the back of being, I mean, you are a huge actress. Everybody adores you. There is not a single person, I think, that hasn't got kind of a bit of a ping in their heart for you. Do you know what I mean by that?
Maybe they just have, like, heart problems.
I've already been offered a mimosa this morning. Maybe it's early morning mimosa. It's not. But tell me why create your own brand? And tell me what the founding principles of flower were to you.
Well, I grew up in a makeup chair, and I would see these women come into the trailer with, like, their collars up and their, like, scrunched faces. And through the transformation of hot rollers and makeup, I just watched their whole shoulders drop down and this confidence roll over to them. And they would walk out of the makeup trailer different people. And I think as a really little kid, I saw how transformative and empowering makeup was and how it changed a woman's demeanor. And that just left an impression on me that has stayed with me forever. And then I've worked with some of the best makeup artists in the world, and I've always been so wide-eyed and learning everything I could from them. And then I worked at CoverGirl for 7 years as co-creative directors, running the campaigns with them. And I just loved aspiration. I don't like intimidation. I don't like exclusivity. I don't want to make a $50 lipstick. I want mass.
She's one of us. She's one of us.
I'm a mass girl. But I've always been privy and you know, educated on what's happening in prestige, because that to me is a great bar to set. But years ago, mass and prestige were very different categories, but I feel like the chasm just keeps closing and closing every year.
I think flower is part of what I call the democratization of beauty.
Thank you.
I really feel that. I feel
we are
happened in
formula
skincare.
first.
Yes.
And we literally work at the same labs as the prestige brands using those formulas. And instead of putting all the money into the marketing, we put it into the formulas.
When I first tried Light Illusion, which was a few months ago, I can honestly tell you that is, and we call it Mastige in the UK. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, we like Mastige.
That's the best Mastige foundation I've ever tried.
I'm so excited.
Let's tell it like it is. It's absolutely brilliant. We're going to choose our favourite products in a minute, and I found out I've just chosen one that's not available in the UK, but come on, Superdrug.
That's okay. They're coming later,
Okay.
and we're going to talk to them
All
about
right.
all the things we want to bring to them.
So price point was really important for you,
Yeah.
but with absolutely no compromise on quality.
No, and when I started, I was really challenged on don't be another Me Too brand. So I figured since we don't have 50, 60, 70 million dollars to spend on a season in marketing, let's put it into the formulas. And because I've been able to have access to everything out there through makeup artists or through my line of work, I know what the quality can and should be. And I just didn't want to have a brand where women would find their lips feathering or their foundation coagulating. I know how things should perform. And so when you're in formulations, you just know the difference. And a lot of the things that I would fall in love with were way beyond our price point. And I'd say, let's change the margins. Let's figure out how to get this in there. And I think that was just a big way of how we launched. And then once you launch on that promise, you can't roll back on it.
Got to keep on delivering.
Exactly. So, we've grown and also been able to add $1 here, more there to our price point to afford a greater formula. But really, that's the kind of formula you would end up paying $40 and $50 for only $1 more. So
I defy anybody
it's really
to
a
use
business
Light
model.
Illusion and tell the difference between
Thank
that
you.
and Chanel. I honestly believe that. I do believe you're part of
Well,
the
it is made in a
democratization of
prestige
beauty.
lab.
Completely, absolutely. I'm going to choose my 3 favourite products. I want you to choose your 3
Okay,
favourite.
I'd like to hear
So
yours
I'm starting
first.
with Light Illusion, but I've stolen that from you. I'm going to force you, because I bet you've got Light Illusion on, haven't you?
I do.
Okay, I'm going to make you choose another one. Go on.
I'm going to pick the Shimmer and Strobe palette.
You've stolen one of mine. Go for it.
Okay. Okay, you next.
No, I like the Shimmer and Strobe palette, and the reason I like it is because I feel like it's Shimmer and Strobe for grown-ups.
Yes.
Because I'm quite frightened of that you see me from space look.
I've never noticed, how brilliant... I never thought of it that way. It is like Shimmer and Strobe for grown-ups. I think also the content of mica meets light pickup is usually a bit heavy-handed and glittery. And then also, I find that this is the finest, most
It's super finely milled. Yeah.
powder, and so therefore you're not left with this streak of an undertone of what the mica is sitting on. So it's really translucent, but it hits that light.
Yeah, I agree. And now you see, I've chosen a product because I bought this in the States and I didn't realize it was going to be here.
That's
but
okay. Maybe it will be at Superdrug soon.
It will, because we're going to start the demand here. And partly because the name, obviously, but Warrior Mascara. I am what is known as a stripper lash girl. I love a va-va-voom, doesn't budge through whatever lash, and that delivers.
Do you remember Lancome Fatale with
Yes.
the comb on it?
Of course.
And they discontinued it, and my heart just broke because I love an intense distribution. But I also want volumizing and lengthening. I hated the fact that for a while there was such a discrepancy. It was either volumizing or either lengthening. I was like, I want all of it.
Of course you do.
And if you don't pick up, if the comb or brush doesn't pick up at the base of the lashes, you're done. You're not going to get that result. Like, I want twiggy lashes.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't like
So you
false
bullet-
eyelashes because I find that they create a shadow over my eyes, which then picks up my dark circles more. And just like nobody wants this, and I feel like some false eyelashes can do that.
I love a false eyelash, but I just can't put them on myself.
I don't know how to put them on myself to save my life.
No, I agree completely. But what I love about this is it's quite a unique sort of slightly crescent-shaped flexible rubber brush. I
Yep.
like a flexible rubber brush. And it's sort of got a comb brush inbuilt.
Yep.
It's very clever.
The comb aspect is important, and I
It is,
also
isn't
need
it?
a little spoolie at the end, at the tip, so that if I want to be able to work a brush in each direction, because each eye uses a different angle and hand, so it's got to be like 24/7 on the brush.
Agree completely. I'm making you choose another one.
Okay.
Can I just say, whatever you've got on your lip, I'm taking home with me as
Okay.
well.
It's
Because you've got the same colouring as me,
it's
haven't
this
you?
one.
Open your eyes wide. Yeah. Oh, no, you've got prettier eyes than I have.
No, I do not.
You
Are
do.
You
They're
kidding
sort of
me?
greeny, bluey, hazily.
Stop it. Oh, here it is. It's tickled pink. And the thing I love about this formula is it's got this beautiful comfort matte, which has this
you want
nice
a swatch?
rosy,
I mean,
has enough blue in it. One of the things I love about nudes, and this one, you know, as you can
but
see,
really hydrating, not drying, but super
comfort matte,
pigmented.
sits on, doesn't tighten the
comfort
lips,
matte.
doesn't dry out. All of these nudes that we do, no matter what the tone is, they're gonna have something underneath that's gonna lift up from your skin. Because what I don't want any woman to have is that dead look of, I can't tell the definition of your lips from your skin. No woman wants her lips to disappear. And
I have a really good friend that does like that look, and I call it the ski meets cadaver look.
yeah, it's
not
like
a good
dead
look.
fish.
No.
I don't get it. But then what we tried to do is on the other side of it is correspond a gloss that also has a light reflection in it. So it complements the color and doesn't change it, but it gives now a new light illusion. So for me, that was really important.
I'm going to make sure we grab a close-up of this hand to show you, because that's what you've got. You've got a super deep pigment that is hydrating, but you've got a sort of 3D effect.
Yeah,
it's
and
very
see
clever.
how the gloss doesn't
that's
change
beautiful.
the color, but it has a new light reflection. And see how that's matte, and then we go like this.
I feel at this point I should have come up with a completely empty face and forced you to make my face up.
By the
Look
way, I
at
would have
that.
loved to have done that. And another time.
Really
it's
beautiful.
Rain check on
Next
that date.
time.
Yes,
Next
exactly.
Time. Okay, right.
I'll be back.
So you've chosen two?
I'm going to choose the mix and match.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, I
really,
agree.
it's a 3-in-1. You can also wear the gloss on its own. And what I really want in a lipstick is a real multitasker. I also
But the thing is, also I've tried this, none of it is dehydrating. You don't ever get that feeling of on your lip.
I am 43 years old. I've lived my life. I have dry skin. And one of the things that I'm most protective of with women is in the lip category. Whenever I've gone to the bathroom or looked in the knife on the table or any reflective surface and I see feathering, coagulation, weird corner stuff, I'm like, oh my God, it's as if I had food in my teeth. It's so embarrassing.
Weird corner stuff is the worst.
It's really...
I'm not going to take that,
Or
Sally.
it's like separated and there's nothing in the
here?
centers.
Yeah.
Or it separates. I hate that. So for me, I spend a lot of time in the formulation of lips because I want women to feel like their back is had.
I also really love this palette. I just think it's really nice.
That's a great one too. I do think Superdrug and our team at Mesa chose well with the curation.
They
These
have,
are really
haven't they?
top sellers for us.
They just need Warrior. That's the only thing that's missing.
By the way, that is what's all over my face is
Is
this
it?
palette. I went super bronze crazy today. I just did a tutorial, and I'm not very confident in bronzing, but I just went for it and used a darker foundation and a lot of highlighter and a lot of bronzing, and I just had so much fun with it.
But I think you've chosen pigment levels really cleverly, because I think you don't need to have the skills of a makeup artist to apply any of this.
Not with this
You can
bronzer.
blend really easily.
Look at the tone of this. It's so warm. It's so rosy. There's no orange, and it's not too
quite
dark.
neutrally- yes.
Exactly.
I
I went
know.
to town with this, and I don't look like George Hamilton, even though I love George Hamilton.
We love. Can I just say, and those of people watching this will know, that's beauty hag Jo Jones in the back, cackling away. We do a series of videos together called The Beauty Hags. That's my fellow beauty hag, really. And the cackle at the back, everybody will know. Sorry, I apologise for that. I also think you should choose the concealer, because I love the concealer as well. And I won't say what it's a dupe for, but it is the dupe for the concealer that I use all the time, and I really like it.
Love it.
It's really lovely. It's really lovely.
Well, again, highly pigmented. Doesn't sit in the
lines.
lines. That's my biggest test with concealer is does it fall in my lines? And this, which I don't even think I chose.
You haven't chose, but you can choose a fourth one.
Okay, this is
You're a brand
new
owner.
American Express.
Okay, go. Oh,
Won't
what
leave
does that
home
mean?
without it.
Oh, right. Okay.
It just gives such hydration and dewiness without any glitter, any oil, any grease. And it, too, doesn't move the formulas of foundation or concealer.
I haven't actually seen this product.
Oh, you just buckle up. Because, so you would think...
So do you use it as a serum before your base?
I mix it with my base.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. And then what I'm going to show you is that when you do the base with it, it just blend. And I'm sorry, I've picked a different tone than you.
But also, we've got an awful lot on my hand here.
But you'll see once I blend it, it won't move. Somehow it just stays.
Am I going to have one hand that looks 20 and one hand that looks sort of...
Yeah,
I'm going to have a Death Becomes Her moment.
I know, right? By the way, my favorite moment in Death Becomes Her is Meryl Streep drinks the like youth serum and Isabel's now a warning. Meryl Streep like does the elixir and Isabella Rossellini goes, and now a warning. She goes, now a warning. That's literally me and Chris Miller, my partner. That's all we ever say.
One of the highlights of my life was coming out of a very smoky tinted window cab and being papped and people going, Meryl, Meryl. I went, much younger sister, but I'll take it. Thank you. I adore her.
I would
gorgeous.
be her older sex slave, but you know, that's another story.
What's coming next for Flower? What's missing? What's your dream product to create?
Well, I mean, Joe, will you pass me a Warrior glitter and a Pop Fanatic?
I was worried that Sally would take them.
Just bring the bins over.
Come on, Joe. Come over just for a second in
Thank
front of
you,
the camera.
Davey.
Look.
So, something I would love... Thank you, Davey, so much.
Can we have the pencils because they're my favourite?
Yeah, the eyeliners.
Did we ask you, Joe, what your favourite was?
These I really love, and I think when women
I'm running out of hands now. Go on.
want to wear like
That is lovely.
No, it won't move.
The hydration's beautiful, though. Now, oh, that is gorgeous.
So it goes on.
Is this available in the UK?
But it was set.
Or are you just teasing
No,
people
I'm
now?
just teasing you, but it's available in the US. And then
seriously, Joe, can I steal this?
Yeah, you can take it, yeah.
No.
I mean, you're going to take it anyway, so I don't know what you've asked.
Oh, Drew, they're heavenly.
so you can build or do whatever you like, but it won't move once it's set. It really and truly won't.
We're going to have to do some close-ups.
And then
of
we
this.
did some really like fun, here's a nice rosy one that I really love. I love your hand bracelet.
Jackie H. Do you live in LA?
I do. No, I live in New York now.
Oh, do you? LA.
I moved to be with to have my daughters there. Oh, the blush bombs. Oh, this one's my favorite, pinched.
How much are we retailing at?
Everything's under $12.99.
So this is our
$12.99.
This is our blush balm. I love it so much. It's so pretty. And what's nice is the thing that I really care about with cream blush is that it doesn't pick up what's underneath. It has to sit on top.
No, it has to
Otherwise,
sit on top.
I love when my capillaries are totally amplified. So I'm super picky about cream blush. And that one's a really beautiful formula.
So they are blush bomb.
Blush balm. And then
And
we
what
have
did you
this,
call these? Glitter Warrior.
That's Warrior Glitter. And then we
Warrior
have this
glitter.
Pop Fanatic collection coming up, which is just like super 80s and fun and highly poppy, like Liechtenstein packaging. And I just love them. So the thing that I really like to do...
So for the first time, you're going quite full-on trendy.
Yes.
Heavily pigmented.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
But I like telling stories within the line. Oh, and then these are the same
nude
formula
red.
as those. It's just a really great comfort matte. And
run
then
out.
we have a really beautiful shade range. Again, you can put that on and you will not look like the underside of a fish, which is just really important to me.
Cadaver skier.
Cadaver.
Do you know
No
what I mean
one
by that?
but
Nobody
your
needs
friend
to look
wants
like
to
that.
look dead.
Shout out to Georgie Dawson. She'll like that. If you don't use your own products, or what else would I find on your bathroom shelf?
A lot of skincare stuff.
Ooh.
I'm a major skincare nut.
Would you ever be tempted to create skincare?
I really want to create skincare.
Do you?
Again, slow and steady wins the race. But
Okay, so
yes.
let's talk about what you love.
Desperate.
What would I always find with you on a flight? What would I always find you on your bathroom shelf?
A lot of serums, a lot of brightening serums. Like for me, it's all about hydration and dewy. Light moisturizers. If I use anything heavy or any oils, I have to do it on the forehead and the cheeks. Anything in the oily tea makes me break out like that. So it makes you shy away from heavy moisturizers and oils, but those are actually really good. I feel like I'm just very paint by numbers. I'm like a horse on a paint by numbers.
I think that's quite an intelligent way to look at your skin. I think you wake up that morning and think, you don't do the same thing every single day. You think, how does my skin feel today?
Yeah.
And does it feel different here to here to here to here? And it does.
And also, just because you're using a product doesn't mean you have to put it all over the
All over.
face. You can like sort of attack in areas.
What brands do you like?
Oh my God, everything. And I'm always trying everything. If you want to, I have a hashtag Beauty Junkie Week, and sometimes I'll do like Beauty Baller for expensive products. I love a rose oil from a brand called Schiffa. I know
Schiffa.
used a new moisturizer, Augustine Bader or Badar.
Augustinus Bader.
Bader.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's
God.
a burns doctor
The rich
in Europe.
cream is so amazing, but I can't use it on my chin. It just immediate breakout. This woman named Christine Chin, she's a facialist.
Facialist, yep.
Her stuff is so expensive, but God, it's so good.
Who is on your beauty Rolodex? Like, who do you call?
Shawnee Darden.
Yes.
Georgia
Do you like her
Louise.
retinol?
Live for
Love
it.
her retinol.
I live for
It's
it.
the first retinol I ever used 15 years ago.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
She really, really
and I
knows
love
her stuff.
her new packaging.
I love it too.
Beautiful. I'm so sorry. We're talking about products you cannot get hold of in the UK, but Shani, that packaging's so beautiful.
You must be able to order it somewhere. Georgia Louise
Oh, I
is
don't know Georgia
brilliant.
Louise.
She's a Brit, actually, and she's in New York. Very smart. And she's all about this new she's always been really heightened into like the big LED mask or the new sort of thing that looks like headphones, but you put it on your face to amplify your masks. I love a company in South Korea called June. In fact, I make masks with them that you can't get here, but they're my go-to. In fact, I've never flown like since I created them without the mask.
like a sheet mask? Or
There are 3 steps. So
Okay.
they have usually a like a cleanser, a sheet mask, and then a moisturizer, a serum, or there's an anti-aging one that has a serum, a mask, and an eye cream.
So you're one of those people that will quite happily fly at 30,000 feet looking like...
Of course I will.
Yeah.
I'm like, should I look crazy up in the air or crazy when I land?
crazy up in the air.
Absolutely.
Always. Who's on your digital Rolodex for hair? Who do you trust with your hair?
I work with a gentleman named Marky. I'm working with a gentleman named Colin here, Mr. Daniel, Lana VG, anyone who can just rock it out and do lots of different looks and fast.
Yeah. Hair has got to be fast, hasn't it? I totally agree.
Sitting in the hair and makeup chair, I just do it all the time. And so you're like, let's just whip it out.
And when it comes to makeup artists,
Yeah.
are you quite happy to do your own makeup now? Do you feel comfortable doing it, or are
I
there...
do.
Okay.
And I do wear it for a lot of events. But then I also find like sitting with a makeup artist, I am really kind of in educational mode. I'm like, what are you loving lately?
Yeah.
Show me anything you're into. Try it on me. It's just a great way. It's like being in the labs and playing with all of their new samples. That's how I feel about working with makeup artists. So I kind of use it as a tutorial onto myself. Otherwise, it would get a little monotonous. But
Yeah.
I just love makeup so much that I always find it enlightening.
And I like to ask questions of the makeup
Me too.
artists.
Tell me everything you're into
Yeah.
right now and why.
Get your kit out. Let me have a look. Let me have a rummage around.
Exactly.
What makeup artists do you like working with?
I work with a woman named Deb Ferrulo. I'm working with Lisa right now. I love Gucci. I love Pat McGrath. Not that I work with them, but, you know, Gucci and Pat, they're all making their own lines
They're
now.
so inspirational.
Charlotte, everybody's like,
Yeah.
you know, the game has changed so much in that the majors in prestige and mass, you know, maybe Bobbi Brown was really early on in her time, I think. But
Laura Mercier.
now, Laura Mercier, who made my favorite tinted illuminizing moisturizer in the world. I think all of those women started something as such pioneers because now the game really is the makeup artists are making the makeup.
Yeah.
And
also Yeta female brand founders.
yeah, exactly. It's an amazing time.
It is. I think it's a really exciting time in beauty, and I've been in beauty 30 years. So for me, I think it's the most exciting time.
I love it. And I just love reading, whether it's like a Jean Godfrey June or, you know, an influencer. What are you into? What do you have in your bag? I love to read magazines and look on Instagram. I'm just constantly like, show me, teach me, show me, teach me. Go on Birdie, go on this, and just see what those girls are pitching, because
One of the most
it might
interesting
change your
things-
life.
Absolutely. One of the most interesting things about you on social media, though, is I love and it's a much overused word, but I love your authenticity. I'm no Facetune, no filters, and so are you.
Thank you. No, I don't.
It's really important.
By the way, if someone was use Facetune or die, I'd be like, you have to kill me now. I've never tried it. I don't know how to use it. I try not to use a lot of filters because I just find just let it be
little
you.
bit of good lighting.
And
great makeup.
It
is
never
all you
killed
need.
anybody.
No.
But no, I definitely I've never auto-tuned. Again, is it even called auto-tune?
Auto-tune, I love that. I think
that's for music.
I think that's what they do to Britney Spears. I don't think you do that to your face, but I love it.
I think that goes to show how lame and unknowledgeable I am about it.
But I think it's really important because I think your message across your brand is to empower women. And so why would you want to make women feel bad about themselves by face-tuning yourself?
And
It doesn't make sense to me.
I don't want to tell them to change themselves. I want them to be proud of who they are. So I've not gotten an injection. I've never done anything.
Also, can I say sitting here now, which is really annoying because you're 43?
Yeah, I'll be 44.
I've got no grey hair. I've been going grey since I was 26.
Oh, no, I base myself. They're a gray, everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think so.
No, it's a 3-minute process, and you just throw it on the base. And again, it's fast, and you don't have to spend a lot of time doing it.
So what's it called? Sorry.
Let's see.
What, is this going to save me hours of time? I have to colour my roots
think
every
about
2
Tracy
weeks.
Cunningham. What do you use? It's like
Oh, I love Tracy Cunningham.
yeah, it's like
She coloured my
Goldwell
hair
or
once.
Presentation or.
I'll have to ask Tracy.
I'll ask Tracy and get you the formula.
Does she give you a little kit that you can take away yourself?
I don't like to base my own hair. It stresses me out, but I do my own eyebrows. But it's literally a 3-minute process.
You tint your own eyebrows?
Sure.
With what?
Or is it Goldwell? I'll get you the name.
I know what Goldwell is. I know Tracy.
I love Lori. Redken Shades EQ is also great on the hair.
I'm Redken Chromatics,
Mm-hmm.
7N, with a touch of 8AV.
I am a repressed hair colorist.
So am I. I cut my own hair as well. Don't listen, hairdressers. Don't listen.
Also,
I'm a frustrated
just because the
hairstylist.
package says leave it on for 30 minutes, that could be way too much. Leave it on for 3 minutes, and if that develops the process
And you call that
like,
basing?
yeah, basing.
Oh, that's interesting. We call it smudging in the UK.
Oh, yeah, smudging.
Yeah.
Yeah, smudging. That's
The
what
only
Tracy
time
would call
Tracy
it.
Cunningham ever coloured my hair, I came out a little bit sort of, I'd like to say Cameron stroke, but I was super blonde and I loved it. I mean, the face didn't match, but that's all right. You swear off camera,
Oh,
Jo
sorry, I
Jones.
just
It's
put-
fine.
Uh-oh.
throwing
Based on a
foundation
leather
down your
skirt.
dress. Right, anyway, quick, I feel like we've chatted.
You need to wrap it up.
I know, okay. Quick questions, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing for Christmas?
Taking my girls to Italy.
Adopt me now. What do you hope to find in your Christmas stocking? What do you buy Drew Barrymore for Christmas?
A deck of cards so I can take it on the plane with my girls and play war.
I need to know what war is.
And
but that's
fish,
another
go
question.
fish and all
love
that stuff, yeah, Old
I was
Maid.
raised by my mum and dad playing cards, and we still do it at Christmas, and I love it.
Yeah, me and
Really
my girls
lovely.
play cards.
All-time favourite Christmas song?
Easily O Tenenbaum by Vince Guaraldi for Peanuts. The Peanuts Christmas.
I love that. Can I just say, she lived up to your expectations, didn't she? Ladies and gentlemen, Flower is in the UK now, 50 Superdrug stores. This is the creator, Drew Barrymore.
I got really emotional just now. Thank you.
Seriously, I love your products. I've been buying them in the States forever. But also,
Your knowledge and the way you speak is so passionate and eloquent. I can't believe I'm even
can I
what
just
you're
do-
talking about.
Can I
Thank
just do
you.
this for 2 seconds though? E.T. 51st Dates. Grey Gardens. Oh my God, you were so good in Grey Gardens.
Oh my God, I've never been more scared in my life.
You were.
Talk about like taking on an icon
Phenomenal.
that everybody loves, and I was
You didn't
terrified.
even look like you.
I had a lot of prosthetics, but
Did you?
Yes, but I'm actually doing a film next month, and the whole team that did Grey Gardens is doing that film because I'm about to wear more prosthetics.
Can you say what it is or not?
It's called The Stand-In. I played 2 different women.
Oh.
I've never done that before. I'm terrified all over again. But that's probably when you're in the zone. If you're scared shitless, then it means you're onto something. It's when it's familiar that you've done it and you're not challenging yourself. So I'm pretty freaked out.
The only way that you grow and you create and you learn new skills is to push that envelope.
Scare yourself.
Just gotta scare yourself shitless and move on, right?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Drew Barrymore. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Can I take her home with me?